Hey guys, we have a Tabata for today's workout. It's going to be 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, and we're going to repeat that 8 times for every one of these movements. We're going to stay on this movement for 8 rounds. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Med ball overhead lunge. We're going to do that 8 times. On the 9th round, we're going to start on sit-ups, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to do that 8 times. And then we're going to work for 20 seconds and rest for 10 seconds doing med ball single leg hamstring curls, 8 rounds. And then for the last 8 rounds, we're going to do hollow to Superman, back to hollow rolls. If we don't have equipment, if you don't have a med ball for overhead lunges, you can do this with a PVC pipe or a broomstick in the overhead position, or we can do it totally unweighted, just as a regular standard lunge step. Every knee touch is a rep there. Sit-ups, if we can't do sit-ups for any reason, you can scale this back to Jane Fonda's. I'll demonstrate that. For the single leg med ball hamstring curl, if you don't have a med ball to do these, we're going to do hip bridges, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then hollow to Superman. If you're unable to roll over to the Superman position and back, then we're going to do just hollow position holds. So relax, contract, relax, contract. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. This is a 16-minute workout. Let's see what these movements look like. I have an overhead med ball lunge. So I want to have that med ball straight over my head, squeezing my ears with my biceps, and take a big long lunge step so that my shin is straight up and down, my knee is over top of my heel, as opposed to my knee over top of my toe. I want to take a big enough step so that my knee is directly over my heel. It's going to be real challenging to keep your elbows locked out and keep pressing that ball up overhead. Push yourself back to where you came from. 2, 3. Every knee touch is a rep. If you don't have a med ball, we can do it with a PVC pipe or a broomstick. In that overhead position, try to keep your hands as narrow as possible. Keep that bar directly over your shoulders and your hips. Step forward, step back. 2, 3. If overhead is an issue, we can do this in a front rack position. Maybe you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell you could hold, or we could do it completely unloaded. All right, so those are the lunges. We're going to do 8 rounds of that, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Next, we're going to do standard sit-ups. If you have an ab mat, you may want to use this. We're going to begin with your shoulder blades on the ground. We're going to finish once your elbows are at least to your knee crease. Here, maybe you touch the front of your toes. Use those arms to help you with momentum to get up. 20 seconds of sit-ups, 10 seconds rest, 8 times. Jane Fonda's, if you don't have sit-ups in your tool bag, you're going to be down here with your hands underneath your butt. Raise your heels up off the ground. Spread your feet. Bring it back together and back down. That's 1, 2. It's like a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still working the abs. Hamstring curls. This is a single leg movement. We're going to begin on your back. One foot is flat on the ground. The other foot is on top of your med ball. We're going to begin this by raising our hips to a fully extended open position. So I'm going to have a straight line from my knee all the way to my shoulder. Right here. Hips way up in the air. Roll the med ball out and pull it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 seconds there. 10 seconds rest. Switch legs. Get those hips up. Don't let them get saggy, okay? Hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest 10 times. If you don't have a med ball, we're going to do just hip bridges. So same thing. Feet are both on the ground. Shoulder blades are on the ground. I'm going to raise my hips up until I have a fully open hip. 1, 2, 3. That's the hip bridge. And finally, we have hollow to Superman. You may want a pad, if you have a yoga mat or anything like that, to roll on, maybe at your hip level here. The hollow position begins. This is not the hollow position. I want to try and make the small of my back where I can fit my hand right underneath my back right there. I want to try and make contact with the ground, get my shoulder blades and my heels off the ground. All right, so this is the hollow position. I'm going to roll to the Superman position without touching the ground. Roll. And now I'm in the Superman position. Only my belly is on the ground. Hands and thighs are off the ground. And I'm going to roll back. That's 1 rep. 2 reps. Okay, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest there. If you don't have the ability to roll into that Superman position, we're just going to contract into the hollow position. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to get your hands and feet way up in the air like this. Here, my entire back is on the ground. This is not the hollow position. This is the hollow position. Try to get your upper spine off the ground. I want that nice C. Okay? So, not this. Get your upper spine off the ground. You're going to feel that contraction right there. That is the hollow contraction. All right, guys. That's our Tabata for tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it.